one another, even though they are the same species. Now you're going to follow this road back to the left. You're going to see the beautiful Bata deer. Now once we pass this tree, just turn back to the left. You'll see the beautiful Bata deer. Now Bata means 12 times in the Hindi language. And that just means that the males have 12 to 14 points on those antlers. Aren't they beautiful? The Bata deer. Now the next animal blends in with the muddy area calls home. If you see what looks like a pig with upper tusks that are up through the top of his snout and curve backwards towards his eyes, you found a pig called the Barbaroussa. And the fact that the tusks resemble antlers earned his pig its name. Barbaroussa means pig deer in the Malay language. Now males will use those tusks to fight with other males to display dominance in order to attract other females. As we're about to pass this bamboo and the first pen, you will not see those tusks because this is Kathy, she's female, and the females do not have those tusks, they're gray in color. That is the female Barbaroussa. The Barbaroussa, the pig deer. Now the second pen, that's the male, that's Fez. He will have those tusks. Fez, turn around. You see those tusks curve backwards towards his eyes. Again, earning him the name, the Barbaroussa, the pig deer. Only a face a mother could love. That is the Barbaroussa, the pig deer. Now as we come to this next exhibit, I'm going to ask everyone to please remain seated and try to stay as quiet as possible because we're about to see the world's largest land mammal. And of course, we're talking about our Asian elephant. Now today we have our Happy. And when you see her, the first thing that you're going to notice about her is her great size. She weighs about 10,000 pounds. And she's coming up now. So she eats a lot of vegetation, folks. She eats about 200 pounds of hay a day. She drinks about 60 gallons of water. Now take a good look at that trunk because only Asian elephants have this adaptation. She has a finger-like feature on one end of that trunk. She can gently pick up an egg. With that same trunk, she can tear down a tree with enormous force. That trunk holds 40,000 muscles, more than the entire human body. It's an incredible tool. And that large tree that you see back by her pool is an elephant-sized back scratcher. Now she's about 40 years of age. Now here at the Bronx, and if she's not in the back, she's either in or near the second much larger mud wallow around the corner. Nope, she's in the back. I spotted her, folks. Look right to the back. There she is, way back there. Now you notice she has a little white on her face, and I'll explain that in a few seconds.
WCF. The rhinos you see here are Indian rhinos.
There she is.
We work with habitats all over the world that are homes to rhinos. Here is a note from our field office in Sumatra, and Wulan, who works with the Sumatran rhino. Sumatran rhinos are the smallest of the world's rhinos, and they are considered critically endangered.
My name is Wulan Pusparini, and I'm the Species Conservation Specialist for WCS Indonesia program. We carried out an island-wide survey of the last wild population of Sumatran rhinoceros in Indonesia. With so many unknowns on how to manage Sumatran rhinos in the wild or captivity, our studies showed definitively that we must protect them at source. The cost of doing nothing could be the extinction of the species. And I can't imagine that.
Yes, folks, even though we didn't see Penny in the mud wallow this time, when you do see a rhinoceros in the mud, they're not in that mud because they like it. They're there to protect that very sensitive skin from sunlight and from insects. They are not armor-plated. That is a myth. That skin just has many, many folds. And if you were able to notice the white on Penny's face, that's actually sunscreen put on there by our zookeepers to keep her from sunburning. That skin is very sensitive. They are not armor-plated. Now, a little history lesson as we're about to pass this second much larger mud wallow. Since Wild Asia opened back in 1977, our rhinoceros have been making this particular mud wallow larger and larger, all by themselves. How do they do it? They just continually stomp around it. They just continually stomp around it. You can see some of their footprints to make it bigger and bigger to their liking. And again, they've been doing it since 1977 when Wild Asia opened 40 years ago. Now, we've had 11 baby rhinos born right here at the Bronx Zoo, and our newest calf was born in the summer of 2013. And we're currently here at the Bronx Zoo caring for 5 endangered species as I speak. Now, this is for the moms on the train. Mom's a female rhino was pregnant for 16 months. Can you imagine being pregnant for almost a year and a half, then giving birth to something weighing around 100 to 150 pounds? Now, the calf will stay with its mother for about 2 to 3 years, even though weaning will only take about 12 to 16 months. Again, that was Penny, our 22-year-old Indian rhinoceros. And as we leave Penny behind, we're now going to our next 2 large meadows, and we're going to be on the lookout for 4 different deer species and 1 species of antelope. Now the first deer that we're going to be on the lookout for is the sandbar deer, the largest deer in southern Asia. They stand about 5 feet tall and weigh as much as 650 pounds, and with antlers that grow at least 3 feet long. And then we're going to be on the lookout for the hog deer. Now they get their name because they're short and heavy like a hog. They creep, they duck, they run around and run under things rather than jump over things like other deer, hence the name hog deer. And then we're going to be on the lookout for the beautiful spotted Formosan sika deer from the Isle of Taiwan, formerly known as Formosa. And before I continue, we're coming up on some of our sandbar deer. Aren't they beautiful? Beautiful chocolate colored sandbar deer. Now these animals right in between, these three right here, that don't look like deer, that's because they're not. Those are antelope. Those are the blue bull. Those are the nilgai antelope. And the one sitting down with the horn, that is the male. They get their name from the coloration of his coat. Nilgai means blue bull.